Ja oikein loistavaa päivää juuri sinulle siellä arvon katselee. Tervetuloa Märkkäri striimipalalle pari. Palataan Disco Elysiumia. Koitan tosiaan jutella näille muille.
A young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman
Nordic dance music stream.
nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says, as though you're supposed to be sharing some tremendous evangelical secrets.
Hardcore!
Is it?
It's hardcore!
Hardcore! You're just going to keep saying it's hardcore, aren't you?
Skibadee, skibadanger.
Hello?
I am the rearranger.
Skibadee, skibadanger. I am the rearranger. Nyt on kova.
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
Jep. Leiskolle kanssa oikein loistava. Janssi päräyttää tätä Prime-rakkautta 3 kuukautta. Hei kiitos. Arvostan suuresti.
Let's go.
Let's go. Joo, meidän poliisikoulutus ei kyllä valmistautunut meitä tähän ollenkaan.
Could there be a right way out of this garden of forking paths, you think?
Okei. Se oli siinä. It was a good talk. Juta vielä.
So you had a talk with Andre, and now you want to discuss things with Lloyd. Good.
Joo. Skin shows through the holes in the speed freak's too large sweater. In front of him, an open toolbox full of carpentry tools and parts.
It's good you talked to Andre first. Gave me time to get a reading on your sign. Can't really talk to people before you get a reading.
Which is combat back in mock seriousness and continues to fiddle with some gears. Sign.
Yeah, gotta compare. See if we can align.
Interesting.
I suck at socialising, man. Even now, our sign synchronisation is way off. But I'll see what I can do.
Okay. Tell me about the machines you saw in the church.
Weird stuff.
Mitäs ne leiskalle kuuluu?
Specialised. There was a
Leiskan
data processor
tiistai.
and some sort of long-wave machinery. Wires going into water. Gives off a spy sign. Or some fucked up samurai
No nyt se meni
sign
pähkinä
sign.
sinne
You
väliin.
know, the kind that goes head first into the supernatural.
Täytyy sanoa, että tää biisi on kyllä silleen niinku... Tää on brute-forsannut, tietsä, itteensä tonne aivolohkoon. Oli alkuun vähän silleen, että aika hirveetä, mut sit kun tää on taas loopannut niinku non-stoppiin, niin... Kyllä tää vähän rupee lähtee. Vähän rupee lähtee kyllä. What's wrong with supernatural?
Nothing's wrong with it. You should definitely be researched. You can still do sick shit with it though.
The sickest. That's perhaps why it should be researched.
Joo. The supernatural. So you think it's real, that it actually exists?
Most of it doesn't exist. But there's also stuff that isn't allowed to exist. Because the moralists think it's too dangerous for the plebs.
Voi blebit.
Psionic powers, pale-related diseases, pretenders pretending to be human, folk rights, that kind of stuff.
Why you called Noid?
The hardcore aesthetic is esoteric. It's not meant to be discussed with the law at this moment.
It's not easy to reach a harmonic resonance of signs without some adjustment.
Does this mean we need sign matching?
Yes, further sign matching would do good for us. One way to achieve this would be by getting us into the church.
Okei. Selvä. Poistumaan täältä. Koti lepäilee etäileen, kun koulukaveri pääsi visitille Supercellille. Ja mä en mahtunut mukaan. Leiska, sä oot pieni mies, minkä takia et? No niin. Tässä siellä valoa pelailu hetkeä kuulunut striimi. Tää valo nyt ilmeisesti on taas, tää on Valorant. Ja muistan, kun Hoenakki tuli puhumaan jotain, että jotain matchia valoa. Ja mä ajattelin, että se puhuu sitä treffisovelluksesta. Ja mä kannustin häntä ja kerroin hänelle sillä niin kuin, kyllä sieltä hyvää löytyy. Mutta kyllä se olikin Valorantista ja tein itsestäni ihan täysin idiootin. Hiton nuoriso ja teidän lyhenteet. Käsittämätöntä kyllä, etten sanois. Tribalistic markings. This post is covered in little humanoids. A pole screwed into the ice keeps the tent erect. Trash from some unending party. This is someone's home away from home, just like yours. Ja hei.
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Push the Eternite over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Nice! Oliko Disco Elysium sittenkin Dark Souls, koska tässä on tosi shortcutteja sun muita. 5/5. Saatiin se hoidettua nyt sitten. Mut joo, ei tänne ihme. Vähän tästä tuntuu taas tänne arkirytmi olevan hukassa. Mennyt jotenkin nukkuminen vähän huonoksi ja nukun pitkään, mutta huonosti. Se on mun mielestä ehkä se kaikista hirvein kombo, mitä voi niinku olla. Koitan nyt vähän saada jotenkin rytmiä taas. Rytmiä elämää vähän niinku. Help Raver start the nightclub. Katsotaanpa. Solve the egghead puzzle. There has to be some way to talk to this person. You just haven't found it yet. It's definitely not about signs. What if you just try again? Find a way to this maze. Things to say. Okay. Sync signs with the noid. Joo. Jutellaanpa vielä hänelle nyt tässä sitten. Puhutaan siitä rapputyypistä.
The shaggy-haired girl kneels on the
Eilen tuli nukuttu yli 12, kun yö sai niin huonosti unta. Se on tosi... Joo, se on kyllä. Ja sit vaikka niinku... Saatkin paljon nukuttua, mutta sit jotenkin se on laadullisesti huonoa ja sit menee niin myöhälle, niin tuntuu, että koko päivä on vähän niinku mennyt siinä ja... Se ei vaan niinku ole hyvä olotus siitä ollenkaan.
So you talked to my associates, right? Are you gonna help us? With the church, I mean.
Got to ask questions first.
Shoot.
I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
Missä se hattu on, kun mä annettiin sille mun hattu? What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them. Me? I'm a silver bird.
Selvä.
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later,
Ansel
but...
talk about, okay. Inside the church, what did you see in there?
Oh, that. You're not gonna believe me. There's no point in me telling you.
We'll see. Go ahead and tell me.
Okay. I went in and I saw a woman next to one of those machines there. Noid calls it a mainframe. She was dressed like someone who's been raised by their grandmother, you know, strange old clothes. Had this absent expression, didn't say anything, just stood still.
Go on.
And then, you know, right behind her, a man crawled down the wall. Upside down like a crab, down the church wall. I think the woman didn't even know he was there. He was completely silent.
Eihän ravut kävele mitään seinää pitkin. Mitä nää flippailee? Kaikki olisi puhunut vaikka hämähäkeestä sitten. Ei, ihan hyvä, ettei puhuta hämähäkeestä.
He stopped right before he got to the floor. Then just hung there like that, looking at me. Right at me. I fucking turned around and walked out. End of story.
Like a crab, you say?
His face is stone, koska Kim on ammattilainen. What does this crab man look like?
It was too dark. I couldn't tell exactly.
Come on. She obviously could. She already went into detail.
Quit stalling on me. What did he look like?
He looked like a banger, okay? He was all muscular and stuff. Had a mesh tank top. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that only made it scarier in a way.
A crab and a banger?
Voi Kim.
Yes, a banger. As in a mess gang member. I know what it sounds like, but that's what I saw.
I do believe you.
Why?
Seems Too ludicrous for lie.
I guess so. Anyway, what else?
Eipä sitten oikein muuta. Kiitos sulle. Lähdetään käymään sillä kirkolla. Musta tuntuu, että se on... Mennään varmaan tää shortcuttia pitkin täältä nyt sitten. Mua vähän kyllä ehkä harmittaa kuitenkin. Meidän pää näyttää tällä hetkellä tosi paljalta. Mä en muista yhtään, mitkä statsit siinä hatussa oli. Kiva, kun tuossa tien toisella puolella räjäytellään kallio, kun siihen tulee jotain kerrostelua ja pelästyy. Joka kerta, jos kai mä muutan siihen naapurin, räjäyttää sitä mua varten. Mut joo, tuo on kyllä hirveät. You feel the shadow of very large building fall on you. Edelleen muista yksi kauheampia herätyksiä Pietarsaaressa, kun siihen räjäytettiin tie vierestä ja sitä laajennettiin, että siihen saatiin. Ja sitten ilmeisesti putkia sun muita laitettiin siellä uusiksi kanssa samaan aikaan, se, että sä heräät siihen, että ne räjäyttää, ja sä niinku tuntuu, että sä putoot silleen niinku 10 senttiä sänkyskaan alaspäin. Dusty views in the shadows. Many seem to be missing. Aivan käsittämätön paskahalvaus, kyllä täällä on rahaa. Moni sanoo, että rahaa on vaan rahaa, mutta me otetaan myös 52 senttiä. An altar shrouded in dark, or something like that. It's too dark to tell. Pääsinkö tänne tikkaisiin? Ei me päästä. Encyclopedia, no se ei ole ehkä ihan kaikista pahin. Se on siis hyvä taito, mutta se ei ehkä meidän hahmolle ole se oleellisin. Saint Brunet 1147. Se nyt on sitten. Miten nämä numerot menee? Siellä olisi pullo tarjolla. Meillä ei ole kassia, vai onko se edes pullo? Ketä? Näyttää joltain puhelin. A dead phone, smashed receiver like someone hung up too hard. Hei, eikö nää on käpyjä? Mä ajattelin, että me tarvitaan joku pallo, että me saadaan... Sekin on smashettu rikki. Tarvitaan joku pallo, että me voidaan viedä sinne petankkiporukalle uusi kuula, kun mä heitin sen mereen vahingossa. Bus hum, the electricity flows through the wires and with audible power. Siellä on jotain. Ja täällä mitään. There is no nothing in here. Bam 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 bam.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Take a closer look.
It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you.
It might be a clue.
A clue? You think our suspect is a seagull who's been defecating on unsuspecting jacket?
Yes.
A poet could write a dozen verses and still not begin to capture the profound vexation in that sigh. You should still take it.
Okay. Mä koitan ottaa sen siitä. Se on filthy jacket. No, mä otan sen. I'll take it. Filthy jacketti. Mihin se meni? Mihin se meni? Halo? Se on joku interact. Aivan, okay. This filthy rag has been at the mercy of the elements for quite some time. It's streaked with seagull shit and abnormally stiff from God know what natural processes. You can't even... Okay.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound.
Kova kyllä. Pesele hei oikein loistava. Jos voisit vaihtaa Noksun kanssa kehoa 14, niin vaihtaisi ehdottomasti vaihtaisi. Se, että saisi 14 sekuntia edes olla kuin Noksu, niin se olisi kaikki ehkä mitä mä elämältä toivon. Joo, Kimi uskoo kyllä, koetellaan taas. How did this jacket get so disgusting?
It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it?
Mä en ole varma.
Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. Seriously.
Think about it.
It occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather The thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it. It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore.
Okay, but what's the crust made of?
Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night.
That's pretty disgusting. I've had enough.
Why? Why did you think about it? Look at your hands. They're covered in muck.
Maybe if I wipe my hands on my pants.
What?
Hey,
Then
moral.
it will just be on your pants. This is a disaster.
Voi.
You'll never get the smell out.
Kyllä mä söisin mätitahnaa 14 sekunnia ja ihan vaan, että mä saisin hetken aikaa olla noksu. Tää oli chatti farssi. Onneksi näihin ei tullut mitään juttuja. Mitä meillä muuta? Joo, 41% meillä on ajatustyötä takana. Se oli sellainen takki, se nyt on meillä mukana. Se on meillä mukana. Ja rahaa löytyy ovista ja ikkunoista. Helkkari helppoa tää köyhä elämä, kun voi vaan pennosia kerätä. Pennosia kerätä sieltä ja täältä. Ja lisää rahaa. Meillä on tasan 12 reaalia, se on hiton kova. Makeshift roof. Vagrants have tried to make the broadwalk habitable. Pysäyttää sinut, mutta pakko se oli ruveta miettimään sitä kuitenkin. Otettiin moraalivahinkoa, mutta ei paha. Meillähän on, meillä on siis 5 medkittiä ja 7 moraali. Mä unin lukea, mitä hän sanoo siitä. Ehkä mitään tärkeää. What it drips from it, okei. Okay. Ja sieltä löytyy jotkut vitun siistit lasit. Megabino perception. Mikä? Prescription lenses. Okei. Okay. Väärä paikka. Me saatiin tänne... Ashley talk about her associates. Joo. Kyllä. Mutta löydettiin uudet lasit. Meillähän laseita aina ollut. Ei. Näytänkö me kuinka typerältä? Ehkä vähän. Mut perception putoo. Nausea inducing hell classes. Discovery inner bino. Mä ehkä pidän. Meillä on nämä toiset lasit kans. Mistä logiikka kasvaa, mutta mä en näistäkään ehkä hirveän pidä. Mä en ihan varma. Onko tää nyt mikä? Kai mä tuon. Se ei oo niinku mikään. It's nothing. What is it? Is nothing. Meidän sitten kirkkoon täytyy mennä, mutta mä haluan vähän tsiikaa tätä kanssa. A big wine canister. It's open and empty. Hei, täällä on tyyppi. Tää on missä roskis. Careful there. These floorboards look rotten and weak.
The smell. It's awful and familiar.
What is it?
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency. That faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
Onko tää tyyppi muuten kuollut? Tää näyttää vähän kuolleelta tässä.
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Yep.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. Two bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any sign of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Joo.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe.
Study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Kebab.
The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom-made.
Search his pockets.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole.
Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze. Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years. He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome with the awful surprise of it all. He was just about to head home. The first step back home proved to be his last.
Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist.
Examine the man's head.
A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop, when he was unconscious. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
Hard to say.
Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Step on the floorboards.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was
Mikä
the
oli
cause
pesen
of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile.
Viisusuosikkeja tänä vuonna.
You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet.
Examine the bottle.
A 0.75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing.
Touloulaa, kyllä
There's
on hyvä.
hardly anything left inside.
Eli pullo kaadettu.
Tear all around us.
Looks at 2 other bottles forgotten near the coin-operated viewers. Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
Vähän näästi kyllä. Tsekki oli kova, Belgia oli kova, Kroatia oli kova. Mun mielestä Kroatia meni... Se ei osunut muuhun. Se oli selkeästi joka vuosihan, tai en tiedä joka vuosi, kun en ole katsonut todellakaan, mutta tässä niin kuin parina viime vuonna. Tuntuu, että on aina vähän sellaisia... No, vähän... En tiedä välttämättä... No, olihan tossa vähän sellaista shokkia meemiarvoa tavallaan, mutta se mun mielestä se ei vaan ehkä niinku kolahtanut. Et se lava-show oli sellainen ihan hasu. Ihan hasu. Ja outfitit oli ihan hasut. Mutta sitten taas se tavallaan se biisi, mun mielestä siinä ei ollut mitään, se ei ollut onnistunut ollenkaan kyllä. Ei sen tarkoituskaan varmaan ollut, mutta se ei edes tuonut tavallaan mulle. Se ei tuonut mulle oikein mitään. Joo, ne on kyllä totta, että ne vähän niinku kuuluu viisuihin kanssa.
In a ditch, Off a road below the 881, he thinks. A young father. Then he shakes his head to make the memory stop.
Step back.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't.
Tsekkiä mä
just
en
walk over
muista,
here.
mikä oli tsekki. Joo, sen olisi voinut kertoa paremmin mun mielestä.
But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
Joo, se check, joo, okei, joo, se oli hyvä kyllä. Ilmeisesti mä kuulin, että siinä musiikkivideossa niiden asusteet oli vähän sellaisia niinku nukkemaisia, vähän kriipejä, mikä olisi mun mielestä toiminut tuossa tosi hyvin. Kun taas tuossa livevedossa, niin ehkä asusteet jäi vähän silleen niin kuin en nyt halua sanoa mutta biisi oli kyllä hyvä. Joo, tykkäsin kyllä. Myös Slovenia oli ihan hauska. Siitä ehkä jäi se isoin sellainen. Se oli tosi hyvän mielen biisi, mutta tavallaan se viimeinen potku. Siis joo, kivat asut kyllä, mutta en ole nähnyt sitä musavideoa, mutta kuulin siitä, että heillä niin se olisi ehkä jotenkin voinut sopia siihen vähän paremmin. En tiedä. Tai niin kuin oma visiointi, totta kai. Kun ei ole nähnyt, niin on visioinut toisenlaisena.
This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking
Jep,
again.
just tää. Looks like me. I could have ended up just like him. Dead on some empty boardwalk with an open puddle next to my corpse.
Well, at least you're not married.
Ring on the man's left hand. The flesh around it swollen and grey.
Or what if you are?
Niinpä, koska me ei muista. Meillä on jotain muistikuvaa taitaa sellaista niinku hämärää. Ehkä, en tiedä.
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man.
Meidän täytyy
found
ottaa
dead
kyllä
on
moraali.
Martinez Boardwalk.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
En mä usko, tää varmaan siihen lynkkaukseen mitenkään liity. Joo. Mä nyt varmaan, musta tuntuu, että nämä kaikki on kuitenkin käydä läpi.
No, I don't see
en
anything
mäkään
that
kyllä.
points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Täysin samaa mieltä kanssa. Ja olihan se kumalassa kyllä.
Oh yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
Kyllä. What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box.
Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous. Siis, niin, joo. Mä en oikein tiedä, miten tää menee. Esimerkiksi jos talviliukkaalla joku liukastuu ja kaatuu ja lyö päänsä ja menehtyy, niin onko esimerkiksi kaupunki vastuussa siitä, että ei ole hiekotettu? En usko. En tiedä, mutta on se varmaan ihan validi pointti ottaa esille.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the
Täysin
boardwalk.
samaa mieltä kyllä kanssa. Ei varmaan resursseja löydy
Not
oikein.
that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean. It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body.
Meiltähän löytyy se. Mä en sitä tässä pysty katsomaan. What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options.
Paksille
We
kanssa
either
oikein hyvä
take the
päivä.
case and
Oikein hyvä
follow
päivä.
the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
What about the field autopsy?
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal. And this looks like a simple accident to me.
Tää kyllä kaiken kaikkiaan näyttää ihan onnettomuudelta. Halutaanko me
I'd say we
ottaa
should
tää?
just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Koska mulla on vähän kanssa, että en mä nyt suoranaisesti näe tässä mitään niinku rikosta.
Good call. The guys at processing can take care of the rest.
Syksyn valinnan on e-sports. Voi olla valinnainen, kun en ole valinnut mitään. Hyvin valittu, hei kyllä. Mitä lopettaa niitä pähkinöiden syöminen. Halutaanko me ottaa tää keissi vai? Mun mielestä tää ei vaikuta relevantilta tähän tilanteeseen. Niin ehkä niin joo. Don't take the case. Meillä on kuitenkin murhamysteeri menossa.
Alright. The station is going to want details, however. Let's examine that library card you found on the man's body. See if it has any clues.
Kyllä. Library card found from pocket of the dead man on the Martinez Broadwalk. It's still slightly damp to the touch. The cover bears the stamp of Shamrock Public Library.
The library card is folded into 2 and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires
Billy Mejean.
July 53.
Look inside.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Sci-fi. Look at the backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78,
Okay.
Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
Meillä on aikaa vielä.
We already decided to let the station handle this case, so there's no need for us to call the library.
Aha, okay. Put it away.
Good. We've examined the library card. That should be enough for our colleagues. Now we can call the station from my kinema and hand over the case.
Mitä jos mä kuitenkin olisin halunnut ottaa se itselleni? Mitä? Jos mä sittenkin olisin halunnut ottaa siitä. Voinko mä interaktaa mun oman kortin?
Police badge on which you see the photo.
Okei, siinä on mitään muuta. Selvä. Mut ei, kyllä fakta nyt on se, että me ollaan tärkeän tehtävän lumoissa. On tutkita roskiksen vielä. Ei oikeesti nää pähkinät
There's
vähän
some
hulluja.
tea, an empty cigarette package and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
Joo.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness.
Examine the cigarette package.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra.
Examine the kebab wrapper.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Selvä. Jotenkin tosi upea, kaunis, surullinen. Kaunis on väärä sana, se on tosi väärä sana. Moonshine probably smells like a tasty fermentation. Mut siis jotenkin tavallaan siis tämän pelin soundtrack ja tää kerronta ja kaikki, niin en mä tiedä, jotenkin tosi vahva kohtaus tuo itessä. Ja sit jälleen kerran, kun ruudulla ei tapahdu mitään, mutta siitä huolimatta. Että sitä kirjoitus on niin helvetin hyvää tässä kyllä. Nyt mennään sinne kirkkoon, kun meillä on aikaa vielä tässä. Ohan meillä aikaa tässä jaksossa vaikka mitä. Tehdään vaikka mitä halutaan. Tää alue on ehkä vähän niinku tutkittu. Siellä itse asiassa on... Is that a phone or what is it? Is it kanssa? It is a...
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
En mä rupea soittaa. Mulla on tasan 12 kolikkoa. Me soitetaan Kimi autosta. Se on ilmasta. Kimillä on autopuhelu. Se on ratiopuhelimessa, eiku autossa. Ja to the church. Se on se juttu. Siellä pitäisi olla joku rapumies. Pari pähkinää menossa.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Inspector Carpenter.
The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. Two large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold.
Run your hand over a beam.
The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch.
Take a closer look at the padlock.
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built.
Jaavelle kanssa
It
oikein loistava.
shackles together.
Jukkeri, minkä jäätelö haet?
Screwed into the wooden
Jäätelö on
door.
hyvä.
The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow.
Look at the sticker.
You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth.
Okay.
You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve makes it smile, and the X's make it dead. There is something blindingly modern about this symbol. Its modernness puts to shame everything you've seen before.
What makes it so modern?
It's the contrast between the cheery, chemical yellow and the rigor mortis. As if the cheery guy didn't know he was dead, or the dead guy didn't care that he was. Either way, you get the sense the forces of future are at work here.
Have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No. Lakritsi. Top kunkku tier. Lakritsi on kyllä hyvä.
No.
Yes, mä tiesin. What does it look like to you?
Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What is junior delinquency?
For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law.
Okay.
These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams.
Yeah. What is suggestive junior delinquency here?
I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
I agree. It's very modern. But does the cheery guy not know he's dead? Or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony here?
That level of conceptual thinking is not part of my skill set.
83 helppo. Try to peel off the sticker without ripping it. 83 helppo. Tää on käytännössä 100%. Saadaanko parit blessit chattiin ja sit mennään. Otan tosta kupposellisen kahvia, siemaisen. Severi, ei!
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Aha. Put the sticker in your ledger after the last entry where it belongs. Put the sticker on your ledger right on the cover. Mä haluan kyllä tän. Mä haluan sen coveri ehkä. Mä otan sen.
Looks like today was a gold star day.
Nice. Se olipa kiva. Mä haluan katsoa näkyykö se. Aha. Joo, tuo täytyy meidän hoitaa kyllä. Open the padlock with the key.
The lock turns easily. You hear a click.
Balansoida
as the
Blehillä
shackle
niin
pops
Jinx,
open.
se on just näin. Se on just näin. Vanha kunnon kuule Renny. Bless Renny sieltä
Let's
tuli
go.
taas. Pull on the doors.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church. as though rushing to
Katsotaanko
fill
täällä
a great
kuolleet
vacuum.
hirveästi. Mun mielestä aika riskiä tolleen niinku pariksi viikkoa lukita vaan jengiä.
In the heart of the city,
Olipa makean näköinen. Missä me ollaan? Where are we? We are here. We are here. Hyvä perse! Strange stillness fills you. As you look ahead, you should walk here, not run. This grotesque wooden figure looks half finished. Ihan vitu huikea tässä biisissä. Feels like it's trying to become one of the church. Tosi upean kuulonen kyllä taas. More of the fourth lightning pattern you saw outside. Bark beetles know its look intentional, some long forgotten style. Uskomattoman kovan kuulonen tää biisi. Hittolainen. The blackboard is filled with complex equations. They look recent. The bowl is filled with water. A live wire runs directly into it.
the silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent.
Wait, I think I still hear something.
And then it's gone. Almost all of it. But for the faintest of hums, you can hardly hear your own breathing.
Stomp your feet and clap your hands. Yell as loud as you can.
Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers.
Aha.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow.
Turn to Kim. What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head. Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Almost nothing, and it's beginning to worry me.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
Whatever it is, it's definitely real. Something odd is happening around us.
The lieutenant doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you.
Look up in the bell tower.
The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Hei. Me lyödään meidän pallolasit. Ei kun hän pudotti perceptioni. Perkele. What if I don't want to know what's up there?
The silence, the darkness, they've enveloped you as in a cocoon. You cannot move anymore. Relax. It'll be okay.
Okei. 58. Okei. 58 on helppo. Se on käytännössä niinku se joko onnistuu tai se ei onnistu. Se on niin sanottu 50-50, mutta se on melkein niinku 50-60. Ja go! Feilure! Mutta me saatiin hiiliä.
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
Tänään ei ole hyvä noppapäivä ollenkaan. What's the darkness like?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork. The sense of a great height.
Try to make out something. Anything.
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
Blink. What the fuck?
You see something hanging from the rafters,
Se on
looking
pian.
straight at you. with dark eyes.
It's a fucking crap, man.
Maybe it's possible to talk to it.
Who the fuck are you? Kim, ammu se. Mä ehkä halun käydä tutkia eka täällä ennen kuin mä juttelen tolle. Mä haluan katsoa tän paikan läpi. Jos me saadaan jotain. Spider has spun its web around the wood carpet. Tän takia odotin innolla, että päästään kirkkoon. Mitä hittoa? Siellä on Spider-Man. A cracked pane of glass. Call of Lux. Tää oli ihan hieno. Sori, oot siellä hetken aikaa vielä. Siis tää on kyllä yllättävän kuumottava, kyllä. Mikä tää? Se on joku... Se on joku Pain Threshold huivi. Mä otan sen ehdottomasti tässä. Frost has drawn flowers on the glass, obscuring the view. A figure of drawn frost on the window depicting a dare. Okei, niin mä haluan katsoa, että oliko meillä mitään. Saatiin tosta, mutta Logic. Joo, täällä laski meidän perception, se on just näin. Meillä olisi tosi... Niin, meillä on tuo... Tai tuo... Oh. Logic. Suggestion. Physical instrument. Electrochemistry. Visual calculus ja draama. Meillä on tollaisetkin lasit tuolla. Logic. Draama. Joo. Draamaa. Save the fair. Se olisi 1 ja 1. Mikä tää nykyinen takki meillä tekee? Spritti ja Shiversi. Mä en ehkä tykkää tästä takista. Se on se juttu. Joo, mä en ehkä tykkää tästä. Sitä paitsi meidän housut on nyt jotenkin bugan. No niin tiukat varjot meidän housuissa. Mä otan takin. Se johtuu vaan tästä ihan selkeästi. Ja sitten on Pain Threshold. Tää menee kaulaan. Joo, mutta meillä on Inland Empire. Kingdom of Conscience. Mikä on... Kingdom of Conscience. Niin mä en oo tätä vielä. Se Half-Light olisi -2. Niin kauan kun me tutkitaan tätä. Mulla on aika paljon näitä kyllä tutkimatta. Ne ajatuksia. Tääkään ei niinku lähde mihinkään. Ei lähde mihinkään tää. Onko meillä kuitenkin slotteja täällä? Mikä on Half-Light? Eihän me tarvita Half-Lightia. Ei oo, en mä rupea uhkailemaan biisiä. Noniin, ihmisbiisejä, ihmisiä. Niin voinko mä laittaa ton niinku heti tulille? Ei, meillä... Mut kun täällä näkyy plussia, mut sit kun näissä ei oo, niin mä ajattelin, että ne ois tavallaan niinku unlock. No voi perse. We don't have any. Okei. Okay. Mä käyn vielä siellä päässä katsomassa, kun siellä oli... Ja mä... Harry Dupont! Ajatusta kyllä tuen, tästä oli pelottavat soundit lähti. Mä en juokse. Kirkossa ei saa juosta. Mut siis tää biisi on aivan todella niinku haunting, mikä tässä soi. Kaunis, mutta samalla se on tosi pelottava. 2 decks of reel-to-reel tapes spinning on empty. A portable Harmon Washi tape recorders.
A machine stands in the corner, watched over by the figures on the stained glass window. It's turned on and quivering with soft electricity.
A radio computer. And it's turned on.
Yeah?
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case.
What is this strange thing?
A radio computer. We have one down at the station. No, I don't know how to operate it or what it's used for. Let's go.
Okay.
This is the Ream Prefect radio computer. A model number RC7024, equipped with a felled mainframe and a Ream-compatible interim printer.
Voinko mä tutkia? Musta tuntuu, että mä jotenkin kusentaa, jos mä rupean tutkimaan. Ehkä mä juttelen sille ihmiselle. Tai sille, kuka se nyt onkaan. Hei, siellä löytyi rahaa. Ja rahaa. Come on. Kyllä meitsi haukkana. Siellä on myös uudet kengät. Euro 50. Hiton kova. Ja uutta saapasta. Empatia vaan kuule kasvaa näillä kengillä. Sehän sopisi meidän buildiin kyllä. Komposure on kova, mutta niin on myös empatia. Meskue Bangers Red Brogues. Katsotaan. Ja oli siistit kyllä. On vimosen päälle kyllä saapasta. Hiton kova. Mä toivon, että tästä ei tuu mitään sellaista, tiedätkö. Mä haluaisin joku toiset hanskat, sellaiset vähän siistimmät hanskat. Mitä mä itse sain näistä hanskat? Eikä nää kuitenkin ollut ihan hyvät hanskat. Silleen niin kuin... Jo interfacing, se on ihan kiva, koska tää sitten olisi elektrokemisteri ja tää ei mua taas kiinnosta ollenkaan. Ne on vaan kyllä, että ne on niinku... Ne on vähän ehkä niinku ns paremman näköistä. ns paremman näköistä. Interfacing kuitenkin ehkä on tässä tapauksessa kivempi, mitä tuo kemisteri. Sit rapumies katossa. Let's talk.
Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently.
Kim, ammu sitä. Minkä takia tää muuten nosti meidän heltin täysillä? Ilmaiseksi. Mä mietin, onko tässä tulossa joku kohtaus tavallaan. Niin kuin, että kun mehän saatiin, me epäonnistuttiin siinä nopaheitossa, mutta siitä huolimatta niin me saatiin 1 heltti. Ja se nosti sen täysin. On vähän mielenkiintoinen tää.
The Crab Man.
This is the police. Show yourself.
The man leaned forward a little,
With
a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes.
Come on.
But don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place.
The right place for what?
Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing, too. It's all very hard to square with the lieutenant's own view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already. Shish.
Oh, hell no, run away. I guess I have a bit of problem and it's been getting out of hand lately, but...
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
Oh, I'm very in touch with my suffering.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
Mitä? Helpotuksiko et löytänyt pimeydestä mitään? Niin aivan joo, se antoi siitä. Relief tuli niinku aivan +1, okei.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Joo, for some reason I feel like you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes.
His voice echoes in the cold air of the church.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
This Mother of Silence sounds like a serious player. You might want to be careful until you find out what you're dealing with.
Do you know where the other spooker is? Point at the strange machines around you.
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes.
Wait, so there is another person living in the church. And it's Viejita.
No. I just call her Viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
And you don't know where she is.
That's what I said, Holmes.
How can you not know that when you both live here?
Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. We got different interests.
So you've got nothing else to tell me. How she looks, what she does, who is she?
I'm afraid not, Essay. You just have to wait until she comes back, or
search through her radio computer.
Mm-hmm. Näinpä. You must be the crab man.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got,
Kossuille kanssa aika loistava.
I won't stop you from using it.
To be fair, it's really more like a spider. Well, it's your neighbors who came up with this name, not me.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
What were you before you became a crab man?
I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memory too and it haunts me. Lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I create a whole new me. Used to be a gang, but you really don't remember. Sounds convenient.
No, man. You gotta let that shit go. Then the mother's light touch will fill you with rapture.
Do you remember your name, sir?
The lieutenant is not particularly interested in this information.
Yep.
He's just trying to assert some control over the conversation.
Hyvä Kim.
Tiago's my name.
Tiago.
But those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore.
Mä en välttämättä halua ehkä käteillä sitä tälleen, mutta My name is Harry Dubois. And my place in the world is Lieutenant Double Jeffreytor.
That's just the thing, Holmes. None of that matters.
Aha. What are you doing here?
This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there. A way out into nothingness. This church was built around it for purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Who is this mother of silence you keep talking about?
Oh, that's no simple question, Essay. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't describe her to you. No one can, Holmes, and no one ever will.
What will happen once you drink from this perforation? Perforation.
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
You're just sure you didn't switch one drug for another?
It's not like that at all, man. It's just faith and joyful service.
I was being insensitive. Sorry, let's move on. Se oli ehkä vähän joo.
No worries, man. I know this shit takes time.
I still don't understand what you're doing in the church.
I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory.
doesn't really make sense for you to sing if she's the mother of silence.
I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. It's the singing of a burning heart. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
Itse asiassa aika helvetin. Hyvin sanottu kyllä, joo, totta. Tosi makea. Tosi makea teksti kyllä tuo. How did you even find this place, this church?
Hard to say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me.
Are these yours? Show him the scarf and shoes you found lying around. Ja laitoin kengät kyllä jalkaan jo.
I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them.
Kiitos.
I don't need them anymore.
I had other questions.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams, blending into the shadows.
You've been here a long time. Do you know why the church was abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Some ravers want to turn this place into a nightclub.
The ones in the tent outside, right? I see them. Guessing they're the ones who call me a crab.
Yep.
Probably scared of me.
Do they have reason to be scared?
Nah, man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore. Anyway.
So what do you think about the nightclub? That is.
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company.
He said that in spite of himself. He's more attached to the human than he'd like to think.
Thanks. Se oli rapumies. Sellainen rapumies. Kato nopeeta onko meillä... vittu noita päräyttäjät. Hei, vuosi täyteen. Hyvää vuosipäivää. Iso kiitos sulle. Arvostan suuresti. Pidä se pussi päässä. Peutu.
Täällähän on paras peli tulilla.
No on kyllä taas vaihteeksi. Wasteland of Reality. Oliko tää nyt se, mitä me saatiin? Some kind of superstar. I'd say that you're alcoholic and your sickness and it's killing you. You're crawling on your knees alive and both feel the belly dragging on the ground. Your brain now fuzzy in the overdrive. Your hair sticking together in today's cold sweat and yesterday's vomit. Perhaps they're right. Anything is better than this. Even bone dry reality itself. Maybe you can quit. I think I can quit. Sitä me yritetään tässä kovasti. Ja ne yritykset jatkuvat. Älä juokse sisällä, me ollaan kirkossa. Ensi kerralla. Se on se juttu. Seuraavassa jaksossa lähdetään varmasti viemään sanomaa takaisin tonne teltoille. Että klubi-idea olisi ehkä ihan ok. Ja katsotaan, jos saadaan vielä se Neitonen siitä pikkasen avautumaan tosta pois. Koska mulla jäi siitä telttaporukasta vähän sellainen fiilis, että he eivät ihan koko kuvaa kerran. Niin sanotusti vähän pelasivat meillä. Ja me lähdettiin siihen peliin vähän liika helposti. Mutta näitä kaikkia ensi kerralla. Kiitoksia paljon seurasta. Mun nimi oli Merkur. Tää oli palanen Disco Elysiumia. Ja jätä ihmeessä tykkäys ja kommentti. Ja YouTube suosittelee sulle jotain toista katsottavaa tällä hetkellä tuosta vierestä. Nähdään tulevissa jaksoissa. Ei muuta kuin oikein jatkot. Se on meikäläispuolesta. Bye bye!